I've heard a lot in the media recently about zero-hour contracts, so I've come here to Chester Racecourse to explain what they are. The racecourse is an appropriate analogy for zero-hour contracts because effectively when you're on one of those, you're taking a gamble each week about whether you'll have enough money to pay your bills at the end of it. A zero-hour contract, if you don't know, is essentially a contract of employment where the employer is under no obligation to give you any work in any particular week. Most contracts you'll see advertised in the paper and the job centre are saying they're for 35, 40 hours a week. Zero-hour contracts say we guarantee you as an employer absolutely nothing each week. So every week you're in their hands, you're at their mercy as to whether you'll have enough money to put food on the table, pay your bills, pay your rent, pay your mortgage. And unfortunately, under this government, they're spiralling out of control. Now we know that some people, it suits them to have zero-hour contracts because of their own personal circumstances, but we've seen an explosion in the last couple of years. So there's about 1 million people in this country now employed on zero-hour contracts. We've heard some companies employing 80–90% of their employees on zero-hour contracts, such as McDonald's and Sports Direct. When it gets to that level, it's not about the convenience of the employee, it's about the convenience of the employer, and it amounts to exploitation. Even Cheshire West and Chester Council employs 190 people on zero-hour contracts. And really, when it gets to that level, you've got to say, this is way out of control. It's an imbalance in the employment relationship, and it's fundamentally unfair. People won't be able to pay their rent, people won't be able to pay their bills. Imagine trying to get a mortgage if you can't show you've got a steady income each month. Imagine paying your water bills, your gas bills, your electricity bills if you don't know how much money's coming in. It gets to the point where people have got to say, actually, we think this is fundamentally unfair. To bring some stability into people's lives and to bring some certainty into their income, we need to end zero-hour contracts, and we're calling for that to happen. We're calling for Cheshire West and Chester Council to undertake a review of zero-hour contracts so that only those employees who genuinely need and want to be on zero-hour contracts are on them. And let's end this exploitation of ordinary working people.